Hi guys, it's Wendy from Ask the Landlady, and I'm here with all the tips and tricks to help you make a profit in real estate rentals. And today's question is, can I expense rental improvements on my taxes? Yes. However, be careful. The IRS differentiates between normal maintenance issues and capital improvements. So you can expense your normal improvements, right? You needed some toilet repair, to fix holes, paint the apartment, cleaning costs, all those types of things. Snow removal, normal maintenance on a regular daily basis. However, there are things called capital improvements, and that's if you got to buy a whole new refrigerator for the place. You got to put a new roof on it. Anything that is a enhances your property or prolongs its life over time. Even like new carpet or a new furnace. Those things are all going to be not your everyday little maintenance issues, but something that is improving the property and extending its life over time. That is a capital improvement. So say you put a new $10,000 roof on your rental unit. You can't expense that in 1 year. Like, oh, I paid $10,000. Let's expense that right now this year. You're going to have to depreciate that item and expense it out over the 27 and a half years or whatever depreciation schedule that you and your accountant have come up with for your rental property. Now, that being said, for small taxpayers, the IRS, there is a safe harbor IRS exemption that does allow landlords to deduct all annual expenses improvements for property valued under $1 million, as long as the expenses do not exceed $10,000 or 2% of the unadjusted basis for the property. Okay. And there's also a de minimis safe harbor rule that allows you to expense low cost improvements if they're under $2,500. Like you get a new furnace, you can expense that because it's under $2,500. Or if you carpet that's $1,300, you can expense that in the current year and not depreciate it over time. Now, that being said, I recommend that you consult with your local attorneys and your accountant, particularly your accountant, right? To get clarity on this issue about what should be an improvement and what should be a normal repair issue. And there might also be some special exemptions for things like large storm damage for your roof. That might create another issue where you could expense it versus depreciate it. Now, I also recommend you have an accounting policy in place by January 1 that specifies you plan to use some of these rules, like the de minimis safe harbor rule, where things under $2,500 expense, you should have a written policy in place that you sign off on file, because the IRS could come back and say, you never specified you were going to say that, so no, depreciate it. So this is something you definitely want to talk to you about your accountant. If you don't have an accountant, get an accountant. It's worth the money. I'm like you. I'm a frugal landlady. I don't like to spend more than I have to. There are things I spend money on, and one thing is a good accountant, because they can make or break me, and they can keep me out of trouble, and they can tell me, oh yeah, you can expense that, or no, you cannot. So definitely always have an accountant on your side. So thanks. Shoot me a comment. I'd love to hear, do you have an accountant on your side? Shoot me a comment and tell me all about it. Again, it's not easy being a landlady or landlord, and we're all in this together. Thanks. Have a great day.